pondering this thought: capitalism, socialism, and thinking about life like it's a video game. So if you were playing a video game, would you want to play a video game where everybody was the same character, got the same amount of special powers, same amount of points? It'd be pretty boring. Just got me thinking. I never really played video games, but a lot of people like to play video games, and I consider the game of life the best game ever. So I've been constantly pondering this idea of what is better, reaching for big targets or trying to be minimal, right? And there's all kinds of different views, and I'd love to hear your view. Please feel free to share it. My opinion is this. This is what I'm still shaping this idea. I don't want to strive. I want to become the kind of man that abundance and freedom and everything that I want comes to me, right? So I don't want to strive. I just want to work on me and become the best version of me. But if life was a video game, the video game would be fun when you hit new levels. So when I made it to the top of the video game, my first level was make $1 million. And then I made it there. Then I got kicked out of the house. And then I lost $1 million, making a couple dumb moves, emotional moves. And then I learned new strategies, a new level. I entered a new level. How to keep everything going versus filing bankruptcy like Dave Ramsey did, letting everything go, and then just teaching 90% of the people to pay everything off and remain poor, which is all you're doing. Is it's easy to sell people to pay stuff off because it seems it's the easier move. But the better move is leveraging, raising capital, putting money to work, managing it, managing yourself. My point of this message is, if you were playing a video game, would you want to be an NPC? Because that's pretty much what I would say 80-90% of people are NPCs in the game of life. And they get a job, they get a house, they retire, they die, they leave a little bit of money or they don't, and that's it. I just feel like that's so boring. So I'm grateful for the life that I have and where I'm at currently, even with the trials and tribulations, because I get new superpowers. And with that comes new levels of abundance. So the moral of this story and this message, I would like to hear your thoughts. Do you want to be an NPC, or do you want, which is a what is it? I don't even know, a non-player character, NPC, non-player character. Now, if you don't believe this has happened in society, I've seen it thousands of times with people, where people can't get out of the routine that they're in. They're stuck in a routine. And I've even had someone I knew from years ran into me at the gym, and I invited him to meet up the next day and do legs. And he comes, and as soon as we start doing legs, he's like, man, I'm just gonna do my routine, and then, but I'll catch you next week, because he had a new job he was starting or something. But he met me there, and then he had to go. He was like, it was like watching a video character have a glitch, and he had to go back into the system. So if you're not elevating, growing your mind, by the time you're 35 years old, you won't change ever. Only 5% of people will change after 35 years old. So I was on this personal developing path since I was probably, I think forever. Had some childhood trauma when I was young. So I think that really caused me to go internal and look and think and watch and try to understand things. My dad's also a computer programmer, which he had some trauma. So I think, I don't know if they say the average IQ of a human is 100. So you got a lot of people at 80, 70, and 140 is a genius. I'm guesstimating I'm probably 100, 110. But the difference about me is that I think and I try to solve problems and fix things. But I do see that in my past, there was a while where I was on a program, and chasing money, you know. Now I'm not chasing money. I'm pursuing excellence in all that I do. It goes from the people that are around me. The number one investment I can do is in my own mind and in my children's minds. And everything else is going to burn. However, while I'm here on this beautiful place called Earth, I want to bring and make a difference. And the only way I can do that is by leveling myself up, leveling up my game character, becoming more. So how do you do that? Well, when you get attacked by every time you hit in a video game, you hit a new level. There's what's it called? I don't even know. I'm thinking of Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo when I used to play. What is it called? The game, the guy that you got to beat at the end, and you beat him, you go on a new level. But anyways, whatever that guy is, in real life, there's new levels, and you have those things happen to you where people attack you, and you beat it, and you grow, and you get better, and another one comes, and another one comes, and that's, honest to God, it's the beauty of life. It'd be boring without the struggles and the trials and tribulations. So, all in all, tell me what you think about, would you prefer socialism or capitalism? Socialism is basically playing a video game where we're all NPCs. Capitalism is where you have a chance to win. And winning would be just living your best life and building the life you want. You can go be a billionaire if you want, or you could go save $100,000 and live in a tiny house and stop working and live off $10,000 a year if you want. By the way, if you don't know what I mean by that, you take $100,000 and make 10% off of it, and you live off of that for a year. Like, it's really not that hard. What do you want? What are you looking for? Most people don't know because they haven't discovered the issues that they've had. We've all been born into a life that is going to either make you too soft or make you too jacked up. But you got to figure out your program in your brain, and you have to get complete control over it. And once you do that, you can level it up. And I believe that's the purpose of life. So go get it. Go do more. Be more. Be still. Learn to manifest. Learn to pray. Learn to build the dream that you want. And I built the dream. I lived it. And lived it for a couple months, and then boom, it exploded. And then I've been living my dream the last 4 years, growing and just understanding. I broke out of the system. And what I mean by that, you won't know what the system is until you break out. A couple ways of doing that. You get everything you ever wanted, and you realize, what else? Another way is you hit rock bottom. But both of those things bring the same thing to you that you'll benefit from, which is consciousness. You will realize that there's something that you're missing. What is the purpose, the meaning of life? And when you figure that out, that's what you strive towards. I shouldn't even say strive. That's what you live for. Every day is a great opportunity. You're a billionaire just waking up every day because you have an opportunity to do anything you want. So what do you want? What do you want to do? I wanted to make $1 million, have freedom, and I got it. And that's what I did. And now I'm at a level of building a kingdom with my kids, building my kids, traveling. I want to get the cheat codes to life, which is having access to money or people to where you can move around and live your best life. Health, wealth, family.